Hey, I'm Chris Gorham. I play Auggie Anderson on Covert Affairs, and I'm here to support Characters Unite. Ableism is the persecution of people with disabilities. So it is the belief that people who are able are better than those who are disabled. And on Covert Affairs, I play a blind character. It's a disabled veteran who lost his sight in Iraq, and ableism is a problem that I experienced secondhand through my character and through the people that I've done research with and become friends with in learning how to play the part. The particular disability that I play on the show is a guy who's lost his sight as an adult. And I think it's a different experience for someone who has gone blind as an adult, someone who's known sight all their life and knows what it's like to be on the other side of that coin. But then they have to deal with the realization that people are now going to treat them differently. Here's an example. There's the blind film critic, is how he goes on Twitter. And he has a video series, and one of the things he did is how a blind man goes through the airport. And one of the things he pointed out, and I've heard a similar story from a lot of the people that I've met, is when he goes into an airport, people immediately want to bring him a wheelchair because they think he's incapable of walking through the airport safely. So imagine how that's got to feel growing up, being an adult, fully capable, able to take care of yourself, and then suddenly, because you have this disability, people just assume that you're no longer able to walk through a building by yourself, that you're no longer able to cross a street by yourself. Yeah, one of the really challenging things that people with disabilities have to deal with is they feel and they are fully capable. It's incredibly frustrating to be patronized to. It's incredibly frustrating to be treated like you are less than someone who can see. What we're doing is empowering people with a statement on a t-shirt. We're giving them a voice. It is incredibly important for people who are discriminated against, for people who feel weak, to be heard. And something like this, something as simple as a t-shirt, can allow them to be heard and can be the first step for them to be able to tell their story. And their story is what's important, and their story is what changes minds and hearts and eventually changes laws and countries and societies. And it all starts with something as simple as a message on a t-shirt.